Hey y'all, I'm back. So a lot of you have asked for a video on seeing the kittens, all my foster kittens. So that's what we're going to do today. This is going to be a meet the kittens, and I will give you a little bit of information about what our rescue does, supplies, stuff like that. So let's get started. And of course, y'all, I love my cup, my regular cup, which we have some fresh made lemonade. So first off, before we meet the kittens, I'm going to tell you how we keep track of who's who, birth dates, stuff like that. So I have this list here, and this is a list of all of my current foster kittens. Now you see a couple of them have been erased because they are no longer here. They were adopted already, so that is always a good thing. So we have their names and their birth date, and it's marked off by letters. These are all siblings, and then these are siblings, and these are siblings, and then these are single kittens that had no siblings, or the siblings were found or turned into the rescue. Happens all the time. We have people coming in from all kinds of different situations with kitten emergencies, sick kittens, healthy kittens, kittens that are abandoned by their mothers, or the mothers were killed or missing, or what have you. It happens every day. So first, I do want to say that the majority of the kittens that I personally foster are in two categories. They are either orphaned in some way, and they need to be bottle fed, which means I take in the youngest of the young kittens. I also do take puppies, but not quite as often as I do kittens. And now, if I'm a little red and sweaty, I apologize. It is hot in here. My air conditioning is barely doing anything, and it's been in the 90s, upper 90s, in the last couple of weeks. So, anyway. And all the fans right now are pointed on the kittens, so they don't get too hot. So anyway, you see these two things in my hand. We have KMR, and we have a generic Pet AG. These are two of the standard kitten formulas that we use to bottle raise kittens. So I personally use a syringe to feed my kittens. It is much easier for them to suck the milk out, and it has a detachable nipple that, if you see, it just slides in that hole and ready to go. And it's, of course, I make the milk, I fill the milk up in the syringe. And while I'm on that subject, the formulas are usually on a ratio of 1 scoop of formula to 2 scoops of water or liquid, whatever you're using. Water is preferable because it's just better for them. Although sometimes we do put supplements in their milk, and we just mix it in with the milk and then put it in their bottle or syringe. I personally prefer the syringes to the bottles. It's just so much easier to give it to them, especially when it's a younger kitten and they have not been on a bottle before. Sometimes it's easier to take the nipple off and just very slowly, drip by drip, put it in their mouth. And sometimes we use an eyedropper for the tiniest of the tiny. So let me put that aside. The next thing we have is my rescue uses this Thrive. This stuff is awesome, especially for kittens that are underweight, are not doing well, need a little extra boost to basically thrive, which is perfect for the name. Not cheap. It comes in packs of 30, and it is not cheap, but it is been a definite lifesaver, and I can't tell you how many situations with kittens that I've fostered. We also have Fortiflora. Now there are different versions of this. There's pastes and stuff like that. They come in different names. You can get these. Some of these you can get online. Some of them you have to get from the vet. I just went and picked this box up for the vet because I was out today, and I have 2 kittens that are currently on it. It is like a probiotic, and it is designed specifically for the tummy flora of a kitten. And of course, as they get older, we have to wean them. So I go through cases and cases and cases of this. I go through probably at this moment with the kittens that I am fostering half a case a day. Yeah, pretty close to it. Maybe just shy of half a case a day. And then this is a special food that we get from our vet called AD. And this is designed specifically for kittens and puppies that are sick or not eating well, just need a little extra help because they have got something going on. Right now, I have 2 kittens that are on this because they had a little tummy virus, and they are recovering. They're doing well. One of them had quit eating on me because of the tummy upset that she was going through. It's a little intestinal microbe that they can get. Sometimes a lot of kittens get it. Most get over it. Some don't get over it on their own, so they require medication to take care of it and get them well again. And then, of course, lots and lots of toys. Y'all, this toy right now, when I'm not doing nails, this is probably in my hand. This or my remote, or both. So now that we've gone through kind of the basics, I mean, you know about scooping litter boxes and cleaning kennels and keeping everything clean and changing water. Now, I will say this right here, the probiotics, some fosters put it on their food. I put it in their water bowl. That way I can take 1 packet and I can fill up their water bowl, and I can put about half of this, or depending on how many kittens I have, more or less, into their water bowl, so they get plenty of it as they drink, but they don't get overloaded with it, because you don't want to give them too much. It's like if you take a probiotic and you take too much, well, too much of a good thing is not always a good thing. So anyway, let's go ahead and start meeting the kittens. I am going to introduce each one by litter, and my oldest ones will be first, and we will work our way down to the littlest one. So give me just a minute. So first we have Lorna. Lorna is a bottle baby. Her and her brother Artemis, sister Pixie, and sister Sasha, their mama was hit by a car, and so they came to me. They were only maybe a week old when I got them, and you see, she is quite the big girl now. She's a muted tortie, and she also has tabby stripes. So she is an absolute beautiful girl. She is a mama's baby, and she is so super sweet and incredibly playful. Now, her and her siblings were born March 25th, and they are up for adoption. Their sister Sasha has already been adopted, and I will try to post a picture of her while she was little before she got adopted. So this is Miss Lorna, and look how long that tail is. Oh my gosh, long tail. All of these kittens have long tails. So let me get her next one, one of her siblings, and we will check her out. Okay, so next we have Pixie. Pixie is a sister of Lorna, and she is also a big girl, beautiful black girl. She has little wispy hairs behind her ears. She wants to eat, so she's got little wispy hairs around, and she is got a short coat, and she's got a longer coat over the top of it. So we would call her kind of a medium length hair. And isn't she beautiful? And she just wants to go back to the food bowl, so I will put her back in, and we will go on to meet their brother, Artemis. Okay, so this is Artemis, aka Artie, and you see he's got his socks on. He is kind of the super sweet, but kind of a clown too. He is super playful, and look at this long tail. Look at that long tail. Very long tail. He is a cuddle bug, as you can see, and he loves to give kisses. Absolutely sweet baby. And he is ready for adoption, all ready for his new home, and he is waiting patiently, kind of, sort of. Next, we have Sprout. Sprout is a beautiful little boy. He is about 3 pounds currently, and he is a stinker. See his tail fluff up? Yeah, he does that all the time when he is happy and excited, and he is just purring away. He is such a sweet boy, and he just wants attention all the time. And he was born approximately April 19th. Now, we're not exactly sure because his mom, what happened is their litter was in an old car, and apparently they moved the car. It was like a dilapidated car in somebody's yard. I don't know exactly what the deal was, but the kittens were in the engine of the car, and when they moved the car, they didn't know the kittens were in there. So they didn't find the kittens until after they had already moved the car. And needless to say, they went back, but they never found Mama. So now I'm Mama. They also have a sister named Bella, who has already been adopted, and I will try to post a picture of her in just a minute. Now I'm going to get, oh yes, he's a lover boy, and he's going to prove it. So let's get his brother out, and we can take a look at him. Next, we have Miso. Miso is a brown-gray tabby, and he is so super sweet. Look at that precious face. Absolutely precious, and he is just a purring away and lover boy. Now, one thing I will say is bottle-fed kittens behave differently around people than a kitten that was raised by a mama. They are 100% more loving, and they see their human as a mother figure, not just somebody sharing a house. Like, you know, the cats you get that have kind of the attitude, like the aloof, don't mess with me, leave me alone. Not these. These are, bottle babies are incredibly loving and sweet and just want nothing but attention. And you see mine, these all want nothing but kisses and love all the time. So he is all ready for adoption. He weighs about 3 pounds. Now, I don't think I said that it before, but Lorna, Pixie, and Artemis all weigh about 4 pounds right now. So let's check out the next ones. So next we have Java, and she is just a little tiny, very petite little girl, you see, and she is a tortie. Now, the difference between torties and calicos, torties have 2 colors, but it's mixed all over the place. It's not like a solid anything. And a calico, it has 2 colors plus has white in it. So that's the difference between a calico and a tortie. And you see, this little girl wants nothing but to be held. Look at that face. Look at how she would spend every day, every minute of every day, just like this, if somebody would hold her 24 hours a day. Java was born approximately April 26th, and how she come about to us was we were taking Artemis, Lorna, and Pixie to the vet to get their first vaccines. And lo and behold, this little girl, little tiny thing, probably about as big as her head now, was in the middle of the highway. Yeah, so of course we had to stop and pick her up because she was going to get, and absolutely could not have this. And she is ready for adoption. She just went up for adoption this week. And y'all, if there was ever a more laid back kitten, have you ever seen? Look at this. She is just amazing. Now she has had a little bit of tummy trouble over the last couple of days, but she is doing much better, and she is ready to go for her new home. She has had 2 sets of vaccines already, so she is very, very good girl. But she is probably most likely going to stay very petite her entire life. So let's check out the next 2. So, and next we have Pearl. And can you see those eyes? Yes, she has 1 blue eye and 1 gold eye. Isn't she gorgeous? She has 1 little spot on the top of her head, but other than that, she is pure white. Where's that tail? All the way pure white in every aspect. Beautiful little girl. You see, she is so docile and can pretty much do about anything with her, and she's going to be happy as long as she's being held. Pearl is, her approximate birthday is June 10th. They were approximately a week old when I got them. They had a feral mama, and they were in an abandoned house, and they went to move the house. Well, not move it, they were going to knock the house down, and they found them in the house, her and her brother, and the house got knocked down and they never could find Mom. Mom apparently got scared and took off, and so they came to me, and they have been bottle fed, and they are now going, they just got their first vaccines, so they will be going up for adoption probably next week. So let's meet her brother. Okay, so this is her brother, Squeaker, and you see he's got a little bit of a dirty face because he was in the food bowl, but he has gorgeous, gorgeous gold eyes, and he is pure white. Pure white. Everything white. Even the insides of his ears, nose, everything. He is a pure white baby. He is super, super sweet. He's just a little bit smaller than his sister, and a little bit more active. They're both active. They're very playful, but he wants to run around all the time. And he is going to be up for adoption in about a week. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute? How can you get over it? Yeah, I just can't get over it. I just love playing with the babies. And so next we're going to meet the youngest and the last of the babies. Oh, what I didn't mention is that Squeaker, when you hear a lot of the kittens, the kitten in my videos that you hear that sounds like a bird, that's Squeaker. That's why he got that name. And last but not least is little Tucker. Y'all hear about Tucker all the time. This is little Tucker. You see how little he is. He is a tiny, tiny little tabby boy. Absolutely adorable. Sorry, y'all. I also foster dogs, and they're having a fit at the door. The neighbor dogs are outside again. But anyway, little Tucker, his approximate birthday was May 9th, which means he is 6 weeks old right now, and he will be going Monday for his first vaccines. So he is very excited, or not so excited about that. But this is the one that we are... Now, we usually don't keep fosters. We call it a foster fail. But we are considering actually keeping him. We do have one other cat named Milo, aka Satan, which he was adopted and returned 3 times because he is just mean, and nobody wants to keep him. And even he's not even nice to me. He only seems to love my husband. It's the only person that he likes. Anyway, so now you've met all the babies. At this point, this is who we still have. And I hope you enjoyed this video, because I know a lot of you have been asking to see the babies. You say bye-bye, Tekka? Babe. Bye-bye. In case nobody's ever told you before, adopt. Don't shop. Bye.